The last 5 games, they've been fantastic. 3 out of the last 5 games, including tonight, they've held their opponent, big game, under 100 points. Very impressive.
Very impressive. And the key word is gutsy, because it needed to be a tough win back-to-back, playing the same team. I thought they were very tough and physical defensively. Again, Gabe, Max started out pretty good. I thought Rui, the physicality from those guys, and Cam Reddish coming in, to me, that was the key of the game. I mean, LeBron and AD, they do what they do offensively, but Reeves, Byron, talk about Reeves, man.
Austin Headband Reeves, man, just a gutsy player, smart, extremely intelligent. His basketball IQ is off the chain, made big shots. He just had a great all-around game. And let's not forget D'Lo also coming in off the bench, who played extremely well. But again, it goes back to what we talked about at the beginning, getting ready for this game, is that you got to hang your hat on the defensive end, because the offense is going to come and go just like it did tonight.
Yep.
We up 10 with a few minutes left in the game. All of a sudden, we couldn't throw it in the ocean.
Didn't score again.
Couldn't score.
Three ball
couldn't score, and we had some turnovers.
Yep.
But again, we held it on the defensive end, and that's what you're talking about, Clem. When you talk about gutsy and being a game where you pull it out, it's because you laid your hat on the defensive end, got some key rebounds. Rui at the end, the offensive rebound and tap out.
What a play.
What a great play. I know AD is sitting there pissed off because he missed 2 free throws, but Rui was able to bail us out, and then Austin knocks down the 2 free throws, seals the game.
And LeBron James with another big game, and he hit it on the head there talking to Mike Trudell. Needed to set the tone early, and let's get greedy and win this one as well, because it could have been really easy to take that first win, chill in the second, and come back home 1-1 and feel pretty good. But the Lakers go for the sweep, and they get it. Pretty awesome. There will be no beam lighting in Sacramento with the Lakers in town, which is always great. I want you guys to see this because it's pretty impressive. Most career games, Byron, with 30-plus points in NBA history. Michael Jeffrey Jordan is number 1, 562. LeBron James climbing still in year 22, almost 40 years old, does it again. He's got 560. He was absolutely fantastic, 23 in the first half.
Yeah, he's gonna break that record too.
Yes, sir.
I mean, in MJ, the only thing you can say that's different is MJ did it in a lot less games, but it also just shows the greatness of LeBron James and his longevity, being able to play this long and score. Nobody talked about him as a scorer when he came into this league, and now he's the NBA leading scorer in history, and about to pass another few more records. As we said earlier, as he continues to step on that floor, he continues to break records.
Like, I haven't seen anybody, this guy sitting next to me was super disciplined, worked out all the time, did it right thing, but LeBron,
I appreciate that. Oh, you mean
Byron? Yeah, Gita, you were excellent. Notice I said beside me.
Yeah.
But I mean, this kid, to not have a dad or college coach, and to learn what he's learned from the very beginning. Like Byron said, he came in as an assist guy.
Yeah.
But when you love the game like he does, and he has high hopes for himself, this is what he yields himself from being in shape, loving the game. He just loves the game, and right now he has more wisdom, more experience than anybody, and that's why he's able to still succeed the way he is.
You guys played with some of the greatest to ever play, and it just feels like when you're talking about that top 5, top 6 all-time Mount Rushmore top guys like LeBron, they're just able to do things in the game to help you. Like tonight was scoring. Other nights it could be assists. It could be rebounds. And I know you guys played with guys like that, but it's pretty incredible that tonight he sensed, I'm going to get it going early. And he just still has that ability at 39, Byron.
Yeah.
And I don't know too many people in the league that can just do that on any given night.
Especially at 39.
It's crazy.
It's hard to do that at 29. But again, I think you heard it in his voice when he talked about after the game that to come out and beat a team 2 straight times, he had to set the tone, and that tone was being aggressive, getting downhill, getting points in the paint, being physical. And when your teammates are watching you approach the game that way, they kind of just follow. They follow your lead. So I think with him doing that tonight, the maturity of the rest of the guys to see, all right, this is how LBJ is playing tonight. We gotta jump on this bandwagon too and help out as much as possible. But again, his leadership, man, and sometimes you ain't got to say nothing. It's just how it's your actions and how you approach the game, and that's what he did tonight. And I think the guys just followed and said, hey, we got to jump on this as well.
Yeah, there's that video of him just going downhill big game and in attack mode. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for him, and he just had that extra burst as well tonight. You can see it on the defensive end, too.
Super strong,
in transition.
Super strong, and he knows how to play the angles. Once he gets that shoulder, at a certain angle, he has you beat. Only thing you can do is foul him. And, he's worked on his game over the years, man.
Well, we were laughing, right? He was 8 for 8 at the halftime in the paint. He was 13-15 from 2.
Yeah.
And we were like, let's not shoot threes at the end. No one is literally stopping the man.
Yeah, there's no need to. That's why we sit here and go, LBJ, just keep driving it.
They're not stopping him.
You
We're getting free throws out of it.
Because if worst case scenario, they do come and help.
Yeah.
We know
they fouled him and the ball went out of bounds. It was Laker ball.
Yeah. But they come and help. You're one of the greatest passers of all time as well. Yeah. So you're going to find your teammates. So you make them make adjustments. You don't bail them out at times. But then again, he took a couple of jumpers. One I thought was maybe a little ill-advised. Mm-hmm. But, the rest of his game, everything else, he was just ready tonight.
I also want to give props. I feel like we always talk LeBron and AD, AR, right? They are the stars of this team. But when you were looking at the box scores early in the season, James, it just seemed like it was lopsided when it looked at the bench. And it was always favoring the opposing team, win or lose. And it just felt like the Lakers' majority of their points were coming all from their stars. I'm looking at a night like tonight, 31-20 in favor of the Lakers. And, Gabe playing much better, Cam Reddish. And those guys aren't scoring a bunch of points, but they're playing great basketball, especially on the defensive end, and they're hitting key shots. But you got to give D'Lo his flowers, right? D'Lo, this was a night where this is a day you absolutely needed D'Lo.
You did.
Right? You did. On the road, second night, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you just had to have it.
Against the same team, in the same city, in the same hotel, eating the same
And
food.
he had a lot of pop tonight, too.
He did. And, the first game, the last game, the bench had 30 points. Tonight, D'Lo provided 20, I believe.
Yeah, 20 of the 30.
When you think of Cam, Gabe, they may not score a lot of points, but they're responsible.
No doubt.
I know Reddish was responsible for about 8 or 10 points just on his defense, deflections, steals. So that's the way I look at the stat sheet. You might not put it in the bucket, but deflections, locking somebody up. Our bench is much improved.
Yeah, I think with the bench, you don't look at the productivity as far as points. You look at the plus minus.
Yep.
Because when Cam is out there, you can't ask him to score 15, 20 points. Or even 10. You ask him to defend, get deflections, get rebounds, loose balls, things like that. Same with Gabe. And when those guys make shots, that's a bonus because we know what they bring on the defensive end. That energy and that effort that they bring is vital for that second unit to be successful. You let D'Lo be D'Lo, score. With that second unit, you score. You playing against second-tier guys. You score. That's your job. You can facilitate as well. We know he can make passes, but his job is to score on that second unit. So I think JJ has found a nice little rhythm with the first unit and that second unit that's giving them the balance that they truly need to win games.
We're going to get to the highest, but I want to ask you a quick coaching question because I think what I really like about JJ, and I want to get your perspective really quick, coach the game in front of you, right? Sometimes
absolutely.
that's during the game, adjustments are made. Like, I love that he went a lot of minutes for D'Lo, Gabe Vincent, and Cam. And listen, Dalton and Koloko didn't get many minutes. It's okay. No one's feelings are hurt. It's about winning that game. That's what was working, that rotation.
Yeah, you coach the game that you have to face the next day or that night. You don't wait for a game, the next 2 games that you're looking for.
Yeah.
You got to coach that specific game and that game only. And it's all about who's rolling. You know what you're getting out of your first unit. Second unit, on Thursday night, you guys played well. So you know what? Let's see if they play well again. And they did. They came out and they did the things that, gave them opportunity to win games. So you kind of stick with that format, and if it doesn't work, that's when you make changes. So I love the adjustments that JJ made with the team tonight. And again, the second unit guys, just keep doing what you're doing. The energy that you're bringing is fantastic, and I think it's rubbing off on everybody else as well.
Yeah, the energy and effort has gone up 10-15%. You've seen the difference defensively in these last 5 games.